Hey guys, this is Rob speaking, and in today's episode of Great Engineer, Terrible Driver, we are going to design a 1975 fun car in automation and hot lap it in BeamNG.drive on the automation test track. What driver score will I achieve today? We shall find out. 1975, fun. So it needs to be family compatible, not necessarily family friendly. Family compatible, reasonably small, and practical, because you must be able to daily this one. And I think we end up with something that looks like this one, a van. No. 2.3 meters wheelbase, yeah, that sounds about right. This one 2.7 is a little too large, I think. But hatchback, 3 doors. And this one has... oh, there's another one, 5 doors. I would love to have the 5 doors, but I think I want to go with the smaller body size. Smaller body means that you have a smaller engine, less costs, and that is kind of important for the fun segment. And this one would be... oh, wait a second. This one, the 1971 body, actually has 5 doors, but cabin size is tiny. This one is ridiculously large in comparison. What's going on there? It's weird. Okay, I take the large one, thank you very much. This car needs to be cheap. So what are we going for? Standard steel, monocoque, and we are going with chassis material, galvanized steel. So steel, monocoque, galvanized steel. Yeah, that's cheap and nasty. Let's say this car is not front-wheel drive, but rather rear-wheel drive. Although it doesn't have to be. It really does not have to be. I know what it has to be when it comes to suspension. Independent suspension, yes, but nothing too fancy. I think we could go with a front transverse. It makes sense. It's like the family car that's... oh, family in air quotes, family car that is set up in a bit more sporty fashion and has a bit more power, but not the, oh, I'm going to wheel spin everywhere power. No. And very drivable too. That would allow us to go with torsion beam rear. I think that would be nice. Dirt cheap. And not quite as terrible as other solid axle suspension for the driving purpose, at least. So, yeah, but on the other hand, this is really better. Let's compare a bit. Compactness, well, compactness is further off. Yeah, let's go with this one. Engine. Interesting. I think inline 4 is the answer here. And we might want to invest bit more into making this one lightweight. So how about, overhead cam 2 valve, yeah, and aluminium. We need to both save money on this one and spend it in a reasonable fashion. And 2 liters, now that's too large. That's too large for this one. Maybe an 80 bore. And do we want to go with 1.7? That almost seems a little large. Like, under square is perfect, yes. I don't have to rev it all that high. But maybe I can get away with 1.6 liters. Yeah, let's go and get away with 1.6 liters instead. There we go. Yeah, that's better. So, ever so slightly over square for all the performance. Overhead cam, 2 valve. Everything cast, it is pretty cheap. And then compression, let's start out with 7.5. Cam profile, yeah, slightly beyond normal. This one needs to have more punch than its competitors in the city and family cars. So naturally aspirated, yes. Injection, no. We are going with a single 2-barrel carb. Yeah, that makes sense. And then maybe a performance intake, because reasons, and regular. AFR 13.7, 13.8. Yeah, about there. And we can optimize the ignition timing to 3000 RPM or 3500 even. Let's go somewhere in between. 3200. Rev limiter. Probably this valve train doesn't want to rev quite as high, so let's cap it out at 5.6 for now. And we put on shortcast. We don't need anything fancy. No. No catalytic converter, two-way catalytic converter. That would be awful. It would take out so much fun out of this one. It's not good. Not good at all. Okay, so what do we do with this one? Well, let's exhaust. I would estimate around 100. No, that's maybe between 90 and 100. Well, let's go none here and one reverse flow. Oh, no, okay. No, we're way off, Killer Rob, way off. No, there's a bit more in this one. Oh, no, not that much. 76. Is this an? Yeah, that's probably enough. I mean, this is more than some modern city cars, actually. And it won't weigh anything. And we can rev it higher. Can rev it higher too, so why not go with a 45 cam profile and rev it to 6.2? This is looking nice. 80 horsepower. Okay, we're getting closer to where I wanted it to be. In my dreams. A little bit of quality there. And we can optimize it further. Like this. 82 horsepower. This is looking nice. And the exhaust? Yeah, unfortunately, that's already set up correctly. No more gains there. Yeah, nothing is limiting. This is just running fine. So let's have a quick listen to the engine. And here we go. Yeah, okay, it sounds like there's a bit more behind it than a bit of a family smooth riding engine. So 82.4 horsepower, yes, at 5.6. Sporty. Really sporty, but doesn't weigh anything. 102.5 kilograms. That's good. And now we put it into a small car with just 3 doors, unfortunately. Oh yes! Oh yes, this will be a fun car. This already looks like a lot of fun. All the design is coming later, as always. So where do we want to go with this one? Manual. Indeed, we do want to go manual with this. 4 gears, probably enough. I just roughly set up the spacing correctly. Second gear to 100, super sporty. Open diff, who needs anything else? Oh, right, this is front transverse. So this is front wheel drive. Alright, radial crossply, no, radial, at least medium compound, and at maximum medium compound. And we don't need quite as wide tires. 165 should be fine. Yeah, it doesn't look too terrible either. I mean, they are small. They're tiny right now. This is slightly better. 14-inch Rams. Let's go alloy. Can we even afford that? Let's see. Oh yeah, there's basically no difference. 14-inch alloys don't cost that much. For the brakes, solid disc, 1 piston front and drum rear? Does that sound reasonable? Okay, this shall be my base setup. 250 front, maybe that's overbraked. I don't know. Should be fine though. Okay, brake bias, we just leave it where it is. No under tray, we don't need fancy stuff like that. They do care a bit about reliability though. Let's up it to 60, probably around the sweet spot. And then, how many seats does this one need? It needs to be practical, right? So 5 seats, I would assume, is the best option here. And then it's the fun category. They don't have that much budget, so I would assume around around a standard 8-track. No, look at that price. Look at that price. Even a phonograph is cheaper than this. So no, standard AM radio. Power steering, I think we might be able to get away with none. That is rather likely. Safety, standard 70 safety. Progressive springs so that we don't have to make it too hard. Gas mono, yeah, invest slightly into that. Nothing fancy really, but it's good. And there's the fun category. Low comfort penalty. Yeah, well, this one is probably set. Oh, yeah. Hypercar. It's hypercar alert. Here we go. Set it up more normally. And where's my fun? Set it up sporty. There it is. There's the fun. But I'm not quite satisfied with the steering behavior, and I doubt I would be able to fix it all with the sway bars, although they are super stiff right now. But rather equalized. Oh yeah, I do want to have understeer, that's true, but a bit straighter than this, please. They do like the basic AM radio a lot better, maybe even none. Let's check it out. Yes, they don't care about entertainment. They have entertainment under their butts. That's how it works. And they even like the basic interior better. It's like, who cares? I mean, the fun is the driving, not the sitting. But indeed, they do prefer the 5 seats, yes. Okay, just slightly. And we have super low comfort value. Oh shit, this has low comfort penalty now. Oh, this is pretty bad. Oh, brake choice wasn't too bad. It's just that the rear brakes are terribly over-scoped. Oh, let's get rid of those. Maybe we should try out some power steering. Because of our comfort penalty, that might actually make a big difference. Low comfort penalty is at 13% right now, and this certainly helps us for reasonably low cost. Yep. Gives us 0.6 extra there. It does kill sportiness, mind you. So maybe we want to get it in a different way. Could maybe get it by upping the quality here. We don't want to abuse this because it's still a little imbalanced like this, but now +5. Make the steering good. Okay, it looks like I have to... Oh, wait a second. Yeah, I will be getting back some of that comfort by not using that insane amount of sway bar for a light car like this. This just weighs 755 kilograms. And we have a roll angle of just 4 degrees. I would expect for a car like this, slightly sporty setup, maybe 5.5 to 6 degrees. Oh yes, a bit of tuning goes a long way. Okay, get rid of that. And oh no, that was too far. That was too far. Right, I need to see what's going on here. It must be something with the high-speed steering graph. Okay, so if we give it more, oh, we are losing a lot of speed. This is like right at the edge for this test, so you get some extra G's. This is looking quite nice. 109.5. Still a low comfort penalty though. Ah, damn it. Maybe we can make this one go without an overdrive gear. How much do they care about fuel economy? Just 2.5%, okay. But no, that gives us massive amounts of wheel spin. So it's not really an option. From here, I think we only need to look at the engine one more time if we can't make this one go a bit better. But first, let's have a look at the markets. Oh, yeah, okay. This is a cheap one. This is a really cheap vehicle. And many do like it. They do enjoy a bit more performance here too. Oh yes, oh yes. Not too much. Yeah, below 50 in cam profile seems to be optimal for this engine. And a baffled muffler is what they want. Alright, reverse flow is way too quiet. Can't hear the car. I think that's it though. I'm quite happy with the technical design. Let's have another look. Yeah, Beautiful. Just sells everywhere. It's a good car. Let's have a look at Farina. They probably like it even better. Oh yeah, yeah they do. They do. Sporty little thing. 117 and fun. And Hedvesia probably doesn't like it as much. No, 114. A bit more like Gazmir there. Alright, but now it is time for the visual design of this little bugger. It is ready. The Flintboro Antelope. It is a fun little car for sure. Pretty basic overall, as you would expect. I don't even know if the front is error correct, but I assume it's not terribly off. At least somewhat realistic. Anyway, I again did not forget the wing mirrors. I made sure that they are not out of chrome though. And yeah, there's not much to say about this design really. Some design recalls from front to rear as always. And we have our little antelope there, or whatever it's supposed to be. And brake lights back. There's not much that I can design there without spending a lot of time. Also, there is of course no antenna for radio, because it doesn't have one. It is high tech, but it is the Sport. A fun car. Alright. Now we need to send it out onto the test track. So let's see how that goes. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! This isn't too bad. Oh, it almost reached 90 kilometers an hour before the first corner. And getting up to 162 kilometers an hour before the slingshot. And towards the line in 2:46.93. The Flintboro Antelope. Such a cool little car. Everyone's dream car, basically. Everyone who has, who doesn't have a big wallet. That is the dream car. It will be a classic in the future. But now, we have to test drive it. And I've already done a little bit of that. And it's driving beautifully. It's driving very, very well. It's full manual, obviously. So we have 4 gears there. And it does get moving, as you can see. And it has brakes that are way powerful for a little car like this, which is awesome. So you can always easily lock up if you need to. And it has respectable amounts of grip. That's on the limit. We are riding very, very close to the bump stops though, so my wheel is shaky. That's not too well tuned. Whoop. Yeah. And don't lock up. Yep. Yeah, it's working. Well, it's a really nice car. It's very easy to drive, or maybe that's just because I love me some front wheel drive. Anyway, so a bit more warm up, and then we are ready to take this one onto a timed lap. All set up and ready to go. Alright, let's get going. There we go. And a bit of wheel spin, but perfect amounts. Second gear. And we're headed in here. Oh, yeah. It's looking good. It's looking good. Not too fast through here. Don't have to be. And full throttle. 90. Oh, it's rattly. It's rattly. Too much bump stops. Third. There we go. And full throttle. Well, I think you actually can see it bumpy. Yeah, you probably can see that. So, for a retune, just lift it a bit. That will work just fine. Ooh, okay. Second, and through here nicely. And full throttle. Yes. There it goes. And third. And slowing down for Caswell's carousel. It is very shaky. It is very shaky. Bump stop riding. Here we go. And now full throttle. How fast will we be able to get? Come on. Accelerate. Downhill now. And fourth. And towards the slingshot. Of course, no lift off is needed there. 158? Do 58? No, 57. Alright, well that's good. Full throttle through here. And let's see how long we can remain on that. Okay, slight braking. Ever so slight braking. Yes. Ever so slight. And perfect. Oh, that was a little late on the shift and throttle again. It was just very, very safe. I think that works better than too late, especially in Bavarian Bend. And hard braking, as hard as you can go. Down in second, and we're out of here. Full throttle. Third, and through Pomsico towards Adams Apex. Oh, this is shaky. Shaky. And, oh, don't look up. Oh, this is fine though. It was a good speed. And, oh, shit. There we go, second. Use it for acceleration. I was a little late on the shift there, didn't know which way to go. And now, Cossack corner. Whoa, give me some grip here. There, yes. And out of here, position ourselves well. And second, around, and full throttle, straighten out. And there we go. Towards the line. We're speeding towards the line. And 2 minutes 49.12. And there we go. Boom. And we are back in automation with the results. The Flintboro Antelope managed to drive the automation test track in 2 minutes 46.93. And in BeamNG, I managed to drive a 2 minutes 49.12. And that leaves us with a driver score of 98.7. It's a really easy to drive car, despite it being from 1975. And it feels great also despite of the front wheel drive, but that might be a matter of taste. I think it looks great too. And as always, you find the car download in the description down below. And I hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time.